Coming up on the next episode.
Hi, good day, YouTube. Here with you at the desk for my shipping department. You can see my bed obviously in the background. You can see the new shelf over here, the red and green one, with the funky colors that I got for cheap. I do have, that's the 5-tier one. I do have that one together. I've got the 4-tier one in a box over, I believe, directly behind me. I think you can see it there on the bed. And I'm recording this with Google Meet, and also I'm using Kazam to record the screen. So I don't know how this is going to turn out. It may be funky, but we'll see. This is just an intro for the video I shot the other day on the whole update here for this and the computer update, things like that. I'm going to shoot another short segment to explain more about the new device that I've got for the computer, and there's Bob, to show you what I'm going to do. Now the SSD that I ordered did not come in yet, and there's also a power wire that I'm expecting to come in very shortly. It's been shipped, don't know when it'll be here, no tracking number on it. So basically what I want to do is do a short video on the bench or on the desk here, and kind of outline what I'm going to do with the hard drives that I do have. I have a couple of these hard drives that are from those portable units I tore apart that didn't work, the little USB portables. They both work. They're working fine. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with that, with this new device, and show you how it's going to be mounted and everything like that, and that'll solve that mystery. The other shelf, I'm going to try to get that together today. I do have my chair mat over there on the floor, flattening out. It came rolled up in a cardboard, well, not a tube, but it was just a square box, and it was really tightly wound. So anyway, so that's that. I want to do that, and then like I said, I want to basically just get some, show you some things that I need to do and do them. So without any further ado, let's get to that and see what we got. Alright, that's the boot up time. You can see that was pretty quick. Now we're going to do Brave, bring up Brave, see how fast it comes up. That's really quick. Like I said, this is the SSD, and you can, I don't know if you can see it over there or not. Over there. There it is, right there. Little black box with the cord running up the, right there. That's the SSD there. It's a USB model, but it's hooked up to USB 3 right now. And like I said, I wanted something to put on this SSD just to try it out. And it impressed me so much, I went ahead and ordered some parts for this computer in here. And one of those parts is an item that will allow me to run 2 hard drives instead of just the one I have in there. And it takes 2, it will run with 2 2.5-inch drives instead of one 3.5. So that will work out pretty good, I think. And what I'm going to do is put this version here, Linux Lite. So, like I said, it is a light version, and I like light versions of anything that I do. It's working rather well. Now, this is a 2 terabyte SSD. I think it's 2. But I got a pretty good deal on it. I think it was like $79 or something like that. It was on sale, I think a Prime Day or something like that. I don't know what it was. But anyway, it was a pretty good bargain, I thought, at Amazon. So I went ahead and picked it up. And it's a nice little drive. And like I said, it inspired me to go ahead and I'm going to show the items that I purchased with the intent of adding those 2 hard drives instead of 1. And one of them is an SSD. Now, it's just a single terabyte. But I had a couple of other mechanical not SSDs, but mechanical hard drives that somebody sent me. My generous benefactor, you may remember him. But anyway, he sent me a couple of portable hard drives that had 200 or 2.5-inch drives inside of them. Now, the drives themselves weren't working from the portable aspect. In other words, you could plug them in with USB and they wouldn't show up. But I was able to take the cases apart and get the actual bare hard drives out. And I'm hoping those will prove to be good. If so, then I can use one of them for the other hard drive in this system. If not, I have there was like 4 or 5 that he sent, and surely one of them will work in that capacity. So that's the plan there. And like I said, this whole system in here is coming together, and this is one of the big things I have been waiting on, and to get this all done so that I can not have to worry about anything in the shop area needing, you know, to be done. So that's the way that works. Let's see if I can get this. I bought a new set of speakers for this as well. Well, let's try it with VLC, I guess.
Can't you see I love you? Please don't break my heart in two. That's hard to do, 'cause I don't have a wooden heart. And if you say goodbye, then I...
So there's that. That works really good. I like that. The speakers, I don't know how well you can see them. Let me turn some light on here. This is going to put a glare on the screen, but like I said, I want to show you some other stuff. There's one of them there. That's the right one. And there's one there on the pedestals over there. You can see, I don't know if you can see it right there, but anyway, that's the 2 remote, whatever you want to call them. And then there's a subwoofer down below on the where I put my feet at down here in the underneath the desk. It's down there, so that gives it the bass. And these are Altec Lansing speakers, and they're not the ones I used to have, but these are pretty good. Not complaining too much about that. So that's the and why I like, you know, everybody's saying, well, what do you need music on a business computer? Well, I like to come in here and put kits together, make them up, and spread everything out over the bench or the desk, and then turn the music on and just go to town making up kits. And that's one of the things that parts of this that I wanted to get working, and I have working, and so happy about that. So, and I have my printers over here on the side. Let me swing you around real quick. You can see them. There's them too. There's the new thermal printer down here, and this is my old Canon from the living room that we used to print labels on, and it'll be used. It's got paper in it now, so it'll be used for other items that we print in here, and so that'll be good. So that's that. But like I said, all this stuff is going to be, well, like I say, it'll all be set up to be as productive as possible, I guess is the thing I'm trying to say. I have 2 They were kind of funny, and I'm going to show them to you here on the thing. You'll see when I pop up the picture. The color of them were outrageous. They're red and green, and they're meant as Christmas shelves. So that obviously was why they were so cheap. But Walmart had them on clearance, and I think the 5-tier was $25, and the 4-tier was $20. So I got plenty of space, shelf space now for $45. That would cost me a lot more if I'd got a proper color. But I could care less what the color is. Doesn't matter to me. But those are out for delivery today, and then I have a chair pad that's coming. And right now I'm sitting in a wooden chair, but the new desk chair is in my closet. I'm going to put it together maybe today, and it will be used on a desk chair mat, just like I have in the workshop, so I can roll around on that, and that will be good. So I've got everything pretty much working out as well as it could be expected here. Once I get everything in place, I will do an overview as far as the of what I've got going and everything like that. And but as of right now, I think my main concern is this computer, and it seems to be working rather well. I do have the other version of Linux. Let me see if I can boot that up real quick, if I can. Yep, there you go. But you see how long this will take to you can compare this one to the other one. Now this is just running on a mechanical hard drive, 3.5-inch one. But this is the same system I run in the desktop in the living room computer, MX Linux, same version, everything. So this is probably what I'll use most of the time back here. But I wanted something to play around with while I was back here messing with this stuff, and I wanted something to try that SSD out with, and I got all that going, and so I was happy the way that turned out. I missed my Conky on the Linux Lite. I may install it on there because you can do that. So, and for anybody that doesn't know what Conky is, well, there it is, just popped up right there. That's good old Conky. But anyway, that's what I've got going on back here. Everything is accessible. Here is the same as it was of Linux Lite. So there's our accounting system. It took us a while the other day before, or maybe it was after. I can't remember if it was before or after. Well, I think we worked on some before and after Bob went on his little trip to Dallas. And then, we've got this all up to date, pretty much up to date. I think there's a couple days data here lately that haven't been added, but it is reconciled, as they say, and it is up to date. So that's good. Been meaning to do that for a while. I got a couple 3 months behind on that, and I don't like doing that. But at the same time, it happens. What can I tell you? Like I said, that's pretty much a look at the MX Linux back here. I do have a couple of changes made from my desktop in the living room. This big date down here, I kind of like that better because if your Conky is not available to be seen, you can see it pretty easy down here with those big letters. And of course, now this one back here is running on Wi-Fi, my network, and that makes a little bit of a difference in speed because the one in the living room is on the Ethernet cable, and it's much faster. But I've still got some tweaking to do even on the MX system back here. So again, like I say, it is what it is for right now. But my main thing is I wanted to kind of show you what I was doing with this computer as far as trying to make it more productive. And that's the key back here, is making it productive. And again, once I get everything as it will be, at least as most of it will be, as far as I've got to move around the printer shelf there. I don't like the way it is right now. I mean, I like it. It's convenient there, but I think I'm gonna. I don't know yet. I may just add a storage shelf next to it and make kind of a semicircle type thing here, and come in and out of the little cubicle here that way. But not sure. But that'll be decided as we go. So, all right. Well, we're here at the desk once more to show you this. And I know I showed you a picture of it earlier, but this is the device that will take the place of the 3.5-inch drive inside of the Dell. And it was just, you know, to the Dell, it's not going to be any different than having a 3.5-inch drive, except for this is going to be loaded up with two 2.5-inch drives. And this is going to be one of them, obviously, to get to the SATA connections. And the other one is in this hard drive caddy. Now, these are not going to be the drives that I use, but that will give you an idea of how they fit. As you can see, there's both of the ends where they will plug up to. Now, this is one of the spare cables that I came up with to use, because the Dell only had the two that the ones that came with it, which was one hard drive. And so I'm buying the Y power connector, which will connect here, and that will make two connections to one. So that will work. But anyway, this will be the last one in the chain. And like I said, it will have to have this extra data cable hooked up. But then once these are secured with screws, there's holes in the sides there to secure them with screws. And it came with screws, so that was good too. It will be just like sliding in a 3.5-inch drive into that drive caddy. You'll make the connections there for it. It just fits in these little holes here. And then slide it into the bay and connect it up, and it's ready to go. We've got two hard drives instead of one then, so that's the plan. That's really all there is to that. There's not much to it, but it's just a matter of having all the right hardware and cables and things. So that's that. Like I said, there's not really much to it. I might do some pictures of that when I get the new SSD in, which hopefully again should be tomorrow. I had a little interesting kind of conundrum going on last night. I was expecting a package from eBay, and of course I kind of monitor the tracking numbers to see what they say. And I watched, it was after dark, it was a Monday, so it's always late when they come on Mondays. So it was after dark, but I could see the driver get out of his vehicle there just past the driveway. And I could see his little headlight he's got on his hat. And he came up, and I couldn't tell, you know, from where I was sitting, whether he went to the door next door or here. So when he went back out to his truck, I opened the door to see if it was there, and it wasn't. Then when he drove away, I thought, I'm going to check, make sure. And I looked on the tracking, it said left on the front porch. He wasn't there. So that was a little disturbing. So the people next door were not home, so I went over there to look at their package. And sure enough, it was to them. So that just must have been one of them times when he had packages for both places. And he left mine in the box, because I went out to the box, and sure enough, it was in there. It wasn't that big. It's just this thing here. So that one worked pretty good. You know, it worked all right. So we're happy about that. But anywho, that's about it. I just kind of want to make this video and show you that we're getting there. And I do have the other shelf built now. It's over there behind the camera. I can't show you now. I'll show you again. I will bring you back one more time, show you the whole thing, whole layout, and you can do a walk-in, and we'll take a look and see how everything's laid out to where it's going to be hopefully the best, most productive, I guess I should say, situation for me as far as, let me turn this big light out. Yeah, there you go. But anyway, it should be the best for, making kits up. I was just checking our stock, and we've got 8 main boards for the BDST2 left. And so I don't have any cases left, but I have 5 in stock, complete kits. So we have to have our meeting tomorrow, which is when you'll see this video. But like I said, I need to go over. I always try to make some notes for Bob to check on different things, because we don't talk about it a lot when other than maybe I might tell him we got an order. He's got the same email I do, so he could look at it, but he generally lets me do that. So, and I'll tell him if we got an order, which we did just get an order here the other day. I thought at first we had one for 2 different kits, but the guy had made a mistake, and I had to refund his money on one of them. So, but anyway, like I said, we've got that to ship out, BDST2. So that will get us down to 4 in stock now. So we've got to talk about that tomorrow. But anyway, this little device here I found the other day, well, I've had it for a long time. It's just a external hard drive case, and it'll do a 3.5 or 2.5 SATA hard drive. And so I thought, well, in order to load up MX Linux on one of them, go ahead and stick it in here and hook it up USB and do that. And I did. It worked fine. And so that one is the one, like I said, we're going to be hooking up as the MX Linux on the new setup when we get the SSD in. I get all that set up, and I'll put the Linux Lite, which is what's showing on the screen right now, on the new SSD. But depending on what I find, I may move MX Linux over to it, just to have something faster if I decide to use MX Linux as the main computer or main OS back here. Like I said, everything is set up. I've got the mail coming in back here, so you can see the same thing that I see in my other computer. So that's good. And anyway, there you go. That's pretty much it. I didn't mean to make this long, so just wanted to show you that how easy that's going to be to make 2 drives instead of 1 in that Dell. So there are other ways to do that, but that was to me the easiest one. This was only I got a bargain on this because they usually sell for around $12 or $13. But there was this one guy had some what he called open boxes, but the box wasn't open; it was sealed for $6.99 with free shipping. So I got a bargain on that, and then like I said, the hard drives are from those ones that were sent to me, and they didn't work as USB hard drives, but they work fine just bare drives. So that's all I care about. They work, So that's my big thing. Again, that's all I've got going on. So let me get off here and get this uploaded, and we'll get things taken care of, and we'll talk at you later. You guys all have a great day. Thanks so very much for watching, and we will see ya.